Okay, good morning Year 10. This is the instruction tutorial video for this week's learning on the topic of deforestation. This is for 10A Pockels for the week this week beginning 27th of April, and for Hodgkin, who are 1 week behind on this topic for next week. Okay, I'm just going to go through briefly your tasks for the week. If you have any questions, as ever, please use the Microsoft Teams chat to check in. All of the work is posted on Go for Schools, and I'd like you to submit any work that you do through the Microsoft Teams portal that we are using, so I can mark it and give you feedback from that. Okay, so this week's learning involves a number of different tasks. First of all, there is a starter task for you, which is a Kahoot quiz, which will be available throughout the week. Please use the link that is in Go for Schools. Attempt the Kahoot quiz. You'll get a score for that. The big question that we're looking at is, what is deforestation? So I'm asking you to study what we mean by deforestation. What are some of the, as you can see there, the facts and the causes and the effects of deforestation. Also looking at some of the myths about this topic. And then also we're going to look in terms of peat bog destruction. Okay, this fits in nicely to this part of the topic, the importance of peat bogs and how they are being destroyed and why that is such a significant problem. And then finally, there will be a consolidation task, which is an set of exam questions for you to attempt. Okay, so here's the starter task. As I say, it's a Kahoot quiz looking at pollution. So it's recapping the work that you were doing from last week. There are 15 questions. So please have a go at that. The link, as I say, is in the Go for Schools and will also be on Teams. Second up is your task looking at what the subtopic of deforestation actually is. So there is a short YouTube video that I'd like you to watch, which is available here and also will be available through Go for Schools. From that, I'd like you to try and produce a mind map or a table or some sort of way of consolidating your notes on deforestation. You need to separate out the three main parts. So that's the facts, the causes, and the effects into different sections. And really how you do that can be up to you. Okay. There will be some detail in the video. You may want to add more detail, some pictures, just however you want to present that is absolutely fine. Okay, second up, we'll be looking at the myths around deforestation. Okay, it's a very controversial subject. There's a lot of misinformation out there, okay, about what is happening, how much deforestation is taking place, and that kind of thing. So there is a link that I've put to the WWF website, which talks about 10 myths around deforestation. And what I'd like you to do is choose 2 or 3 of those myths to discuss in a bit more detail. So read through the information, explain what the myth is in a bit more detail, why it is incorrect, and I'd like you to try and use some other sources if possible to help evidence your arguments. So go and do a little bit of further reading around this, cite some suitable examples and some suitable information, maybe even go and look at newspaper articles and that sort of thing that have reported these kind of myths. Okay. Moving on to looking at peat bog destruction. So, as I said, peat bogs are an important part of ecosystems. They become carbon traps, okay? So they have a significant impact on the climate. What I'd like you to do is I've provided a document in Go for Schools and on Teams for you to read, and it's had some diagrams to help you produce your own series of pictures of how a peat bog is formed, because the process of how a peat bog is formed is something you need to be able to understand. Then there is a video for you to watch, which will help you understand again the significance of them and help you to annotate it. And then I'd like you to use that information to write an explanation as to why they are important and why their destruction is so devastating. So it just needs to be a paragraph really of your to show you have an understanding of the importance of these. Okay. And then finally, your consolidation task for this is a series of exam questions. This is what the first one looks like. Okay, it's a Word document that has been posted. So there's a few, just 2 or 3 questions in there that I'd like you to attempt. You can either print those and then scan them and submit them back through Teams, or you can happily for you to just write out the questions in your books, and that will also be fine. Please submit these. This is what our particular part we will be feeding back on the following week, so you can go through those answers. Okay, if you have any questions about any of that, please do let me know. Otherwise, I look forward to receiving your work and giving you some feedback. Hope everybody is keeping well and keeping safe, and I will be in touch again soon.